The dark skies over New Orleans. Oh, the stories it could tell of the years that it's watched. But the story tonight is at the cathedral. At least that's where the story begins. Outside, a young kindred named Alex sits with the city's scourge and defender of all that is evil and horrible in this world. Well, she's the scourge. I don't know that she really defends much, other than the prince's interests. Inside, court is happening. Few people have made some minor disturbances. Meanwhile, we have Sasha and Saoirse within. The Primogens are up speaking with the prince. What do those inside wish to do?
Sasha's going to listen.
Oh, Saoirse's going to look at Sasha and motion for her to come with her, as Saoirse's going to go up to the sheriff.
Sasha turns her head and follows.
Good evening. What can I do for you?
Saoirse suddenly becomes very nervous, as she's not entirely sure what to say to him now that she's in front of him. Good evening.
Good evening.
She looks at Sasha, and Sasha can see a little bit of panic in her eyes as she's like completely lost her words.
Sasha kind of just looks at the sheriff, kind of not to be nervous. You met us the other night, correct? We're just clarifying.
Yeah, right after Elysium.
Well, that wasn't the only place.
He gives you a very curious look.
We saw you again that night. At your house, you claimed it to be.
And where exactly do you think my house is?
Saoirse tells him the address.
And he jots down the address you just said.
Sasha walks up to the sheriff and whispers in her ear, well then, you'd want to know what fake you said then, because I think they're trying to fuck this whole thing up.
They who?
Well, the fake you, since you obviously didn't meet us last night, the other night, for the second time.
Well, I'm listening.
They were wanting us to go after the Scourge. Said that the prince and her were Sabbat infiltrators.
When he turns towards you very slowly, saying such things, especially at court, could get you killed. You may want to rethink when and where you talk about certain things.
Sasha freezes then and kind of goes, it's not me saying it, it's the person who's imitating you, telling other kindred saying it. We caught on and came to report to you about it.
I, the the person we think that it might be, is a green woman.
A green woman.
Lives in a
I,
big apartment complex.
Short.
Mm-hmm.
former primogen of the Nosferatu.
Yeah, I know the woman. Oh, God, I thought she was gone.
Hey, she's not gone.
Well, then
So,
looks like I'm gonna be having a talk with her. Did she say anything else?
Um, no, we just that was all. She wanted us to, well, everything that Sasha told you.
Well, if I was you, I would keep quiet about this, lest people start thinking that you're the one spreading the rumors.
No, of course. I talked to I talked to my primogen about it first. She said that it would be a good idea to mention it to you. We weren't planning on telling anyone else, were we, Sasha?
mm-mm.
Good. I will have a talk with this woman. Make sure she's not doing anything that we don't want.
I thank you for your time.
Sasha kind of smiles nervously and wanders away, quite panicked.
He nods and walks off himself and through a door into one of the back rooms.
Saoirse doesn't scurry after Sasha. She looks at Alana while slowly heading back to her seat.
And as you're doing that, you actually see Alana give a little nod to the prince and start making her way down. And as she catches eyes with you, she just puts her finger up and curls it in a come here motion.
And what's the look on her face?
Displeasure.
Saoirse nods and draws in a quick breath. If if her heart was beating, it would be pounding right now. But she still feels this weight in her stomach as she finds herself quickly walking to Alana, but to her it feels like that she's not moving fast enough. It almost feels like that she's dragging because of the dread weighing on her shoulders.
As you do, Alana seems to be walking towards the other end of the hall. And when she sees you're following, she doesn't even look at you again.
Saoirse knows that Alana is not pleased at all, and she has a feeling she knows what this is about, but she just she stands facing her. Um, yes, Alana.
Her voice is very quiet before she turns to you. Saoirse. Oh, Saoirse. And she turns to you. I'm very disappointed in you. I told you know how to behave in court. I've taught you. I thought I taught you that much. I expected you to keep these two under your wing, not let them run all around being gallivanting when you're supposed to be coming here together.
It wasn't my fault. Sasha's the one that told Alex to come as a wolf. There wasn't anything I could do to stop her.
You could have told Sasha that she needs to bring Alex with you guys and not let her run off like a wild beast.
Before I could say anything to her, Alex was gone. And there are tears streaming down Saoirse's face, and when she heard the word disappointed come out of Alana's mouth, she all but broke down right then.
I expect better of you, Saoirse. If you're gonna be in charge of those two, you need to do it. Put them in their places and make sure that they know what they're doing.
Saoirse nods. I already planned on having a talk with Sasha about Alex. But when you have that sort of responsibility, you can't abuse it. Because you know that Alex is completely bonded to Sasha.
And she shakes her head. I was pretty sure it'd happen eventually.
I'm sorry.
She takes a tissue out of her small purse and hands it to you. Clean yourself up, dear, and then go deal with Sasha.
Saoirse takes it and wipes her face off. And do you want this back?
Yeah.
She stuffs it in her pocket. And she doesn't go away right away. She acts like that she wants to hug Alana, but isn't sure if she should.
She starts to walk past you and she sets her hand on her shoulder. Please don't disappoint me again. It tears me up.
I won't. I promise.
Good girl.
Sorry.
Then she gives your shoulder a tight squeeze before she begins walking back towards the prince.
Saoirse tries to keep the tears back again as she makes her way back to Sasha and sits down next to her for the conclusion of court.
The proceedings from there on out, unless Sasha has something she wants to say or do.
She sits there quietly.
Okay. Then the rest of the proceedings over the next half hour or so are fairly uneventful. Just as it's closing up, you see Serena come walking back in from outside, a sad smile on her face.
Tasha kind of cocks her head doesn't say anything, but just kind of looks wondering why, suddenly very panicked why Serena is sad.
Saoirse turns to Sasha before leaving. I have something I need to talk to you about, but I wanted to wait until tomorrow. I'm gonna go to my own home tonight.
Oh, you're not staying with me again?
She shakes her head. Not tonight. I have some things I need to take care of at my house.
Okay. Looks disappointed, but she kind of, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I better go find Alex. Oh boy.
Yeah, she follows Sasha outside to check on Alex before heading off to her haven.
You go outside and you don't immediately see Alex unless she's decided to move into a more visible location. Yeah, you don't immediately see Alex.
That sends Sasha into a fucking panic. She immediately starts like, oh fuck, oh fuck. She's kind of walking quite briskly down the alleyway.
You're in the gardens around the cathedral at the moment.
Oh, well, she's kind of walking around, like doing a circle around the whole church, kind of calling
Roll
out.
perception. Oh, you're going to be calling out her name?
I'm going to be calling out her name.
Alex, you hear somebody calling your name. A voice that draws to you.
So as Sasha begins walking around and shouting for Alex, you notice you hear rustling behind you. She starts to crawl out from, like almost underneath, but not quite, of one of the large bushes/trees in there. And she's still just caked in blood almost. It's been smudged around her face a bit, as she could see she's been wiping it, but she's still covered in it.
Jesus. Honey, what the fuck?
Hello.
Oh. How am I gonna get you home?
I don't know.
Saoirse looks at Alex and becomes very concerned. Alex, what the fuck? What happened to you?
Animal control.
Oh, Jesus.
They had a new guy on. It's okay. He's sleeping.
I'm sure he is.
Where's...
How about if I give you two a lift home?
Yeah, please.
Alex doesn't need to be walking like this.
Mm-hmm. Get in the back, honey. Saoirse climbs into the front seat. No, not Saoirse, Sasha, sorry.
Say, yes, she does. She actually climbs into the driver's seat. And she, in relative silence, unless Alex and Sasha are going to speak to her on the way, she drives to Sasha and Alex's house.
No, but one thing you do notice is that Alex is sat right in the middle of the back seat, so every time you look through the back mirror, you just see Alex's face is caked in blood and shit right there.
Oh god. Well, you might, if you look close enough, you might see a couple of blood stains on Saoirse's face that she didn't quite get off or had time to dry before she could wipe her face. It would be very faint, especially in the dark. But she, when she looks at Alex, she's concerned, but she's not quite herself. You can tell that when she looks in the rearview mirror at her that there's something weighing on her. But she doesn't say anything. And they drive, and a few minutes later arrive at Alex and Sasha's house. Saoirse doesn't get out of the car, but she does say goodnight as they get out.
Sasha blows her a kiss and puts her arm around Alex.
Saoirse doesn't do anything.
Sasha looks very hurt by that. She's, It's like Alex can see that's a wound right there. That's like kicking Sasha in the gut.
All she does is she kind of offers her a weak smile and gives her a little wave and drives off.
Is it just me, or is something wrong with her?
That was rude. She normally interacts with me.
So, I need to go and get calm down. Yeah, that's the word.
You need a shower.
No, not yet. And she just turns and starts walking to the house.
Okay. Sasha kind of just looks a bit odd as she walks in and starts to literally strip off her hoodie and put on music, light a cigarette, watch some TV, and kind of sit there, kind of cross-legged, humming to herself.
So she's kind of just walking around the house aimlessly at this point until Sasha, you see her just walk past you and heading for what you know is that dark room that she has.
Everything okay?
Everything's fine. It's all fine.
Why don't you show me your dark room? You never showed me that before.
Okay. And she just pulls out what looks to be a very old key, like the really large one with the two big teeth on it, and she unlocks the door. And when it swings open, funnily enough, you actually see a welcome mat on the inside of the room. But other than that, it's almost as if the light of the room just is gone. All you can see is a small little bit in front of the doorway. She just walks into this.
You go first then. Because Sasha kind of looks a bit nervous. Kind of like, what the fuck are you leading me into? As she kind of cautiously doesn't try not to make as much of a sound as possible as she's walking in.
Yeah, so she doesn't say anything, but she just walks straight in. You think when Sasha gets in, she slams the door behind her, and you hear locks, a lot of locks being shut up behind you.
She kind of is clinging to the wall if she can find it, kind of quite like, what the fuck?
It's okay, don't worry. We're all fine, safe. You don't have to worry about me, Sasha. You know that.
Why don't you switch on the light then, sweetie?
Okay. And as you say that, you just see her eyes just start glowing red.
Sasha sighs then, and she activates Eyes of the Beast as well.
So, when you do that, the whole room just kind of lights up. And it gets no better, really. So you see, in the middle of the room, there's a small bowl, kind of this size, and it's filled with water. There's another cabinet off to the right. And on the left, it's kind of like one of those makeup tables with a mirror on it and everything. And covered all over that table is picture frames. You can't really see it from right now, but they definitely have pictures in them. And then straight across the room, you see it's kind of like a cloth draped over something.
Oh. What's that? And she points to the cloth.
That's nothing. Just memories.
Show me.
Have a look. I'm not gonna stop you.
Okay, she kind of keeps her eyes on Alex as she's like pulling the cloth down, kind of like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. It's Alex. She's started taking off all the clothes that she's got blood on, and she's washing them in this water. And when you take the cloth off, you see it's a very kind of a mixture. It looks like a photo, but you're not quite sure. It's a very old photo of John.
Oh. Sasha freezes, kind of like suddenly stands rigid as Alex will watch her thumb trace over the line of his face and his nose, and even the hair, particularly the hair. She kind of, oh, I forgot how handsome he was.
Like I said, it's just memories.
Huh. Okay. Can I leave now, Alex?
I'm not gonna stop you. It's when you turn round, you can finally see it now. The back wall of where you came in, including the door, is just covered in claw marks. Absolutely covered. As if there's been like someone's trapped a tiger in here and it's just gone fucking rampaging all over this wall.
Oh.
And in the door, like scraped in very, very not bad writing, but as bad as it can be, you just see "Remember who you are" scratched in.
Oh. Sasha kind of is a bit as she kind of wanders forward. She kind of touches Alex's hair a bit and just strokes her face, and she goes, "I know who you are. You're Alex. You're my sister. You're mine. Okay?"
Yeah, I know. It's just sometimes. Yeah, yeah, I know. And she just starts again bringing out these clothes in this bowl of water. She gets up and starts walking over to the cabinet.
Hey, maybe instead of being in the creepy room, you and I can go take an actual shower. And we don't have to claw anything. It can be just us two for a change.
But I
You know?
have to do this. I have to.
No, you don't, sweetie. You can spend time with me.
And she's coming back with a small glass vial about that big. She just takes the clothes and squinches it as she's draining some of the watery blood into it.
Alex, you don't have to do that. Put the bullet blood down. You're not a monster, honey.
She's just staring at this vial like she's just completely confused on what to do.
She puts her hand kind of over the vial, like so her hand is kind of squeezing on Alex's. Remember, it's me and you. We're not alone anymore.
No. And she just looks up. But a hunter must remember every kill.
You can do that later. But not tonight. Don't need to tonight.
Okay. She just stands up and just drops the vial. Just completely, just carelessly, and it smashes onto the floor.
Oh. It's okay. It's okay.
So, what are we doing?
Go get you a shower. Then we'll play maybe a board game, listen to music. Remember? I got you that Slipknot thing again that you really like.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on. It's okay. Can you go open the door and I'll fix everything for you?
As she does that, she goes and starts unlocking the series of locks. Now that you can see it, you can see there's actually at least, 10 to 12 locks on there. all different kind of bolt locks and chains and everything. She's just unlocking them slowly.
Um, as Alex has turned away from her, Sasha picks up a few things and she goes to put the picture of John back. Is it in a frame or is it just a single picture?
It's in a frame on the wall. And he froze.
I think I'm back. Um, uh, am I back or I'm not sure yet? She just kisses the top of the picture and drapes it over and walks back to Alex.
And she just opens the door for you to leave.
She walks out quite nervously, kind of almost darting out.
And as Alex slowly leaves, she traces her fingers through one of the claw marks on the walls near the door. Memories. All memories. She just shuts the door and locks it again.
Go have a shower, sweetie. I'll go in the bedroom and get everything ready.
Okay. She does that. She disappears up the stairs and goes for a shower.
Yeah. Sasha goes in, strips off her clothes so she's in a t-shirt and shorts, and throws on Slipknot and has smoking several cigarettes as she's kind of dancing around, basically, kind of a bit relieved that she managed to convince Alex to go out of the dark room, but she's also a bit haunted by the fact she saw John again.
It takes another 10 minutes or so before Alex finally comes back in. She just stands in the doorway.
She kind of smiles warmly at you. Dance with me.
And she does. She just starts walking up to you and starts, not as into it as you are, but she's dancing, kind of.
Sasha just takes her hand as attempting to like enthusiastically make her dance with a bit more effort.
Yeah, it's like she starts putting in a bit more effort, but she's not too happy about it.
Come on, you dance so nicely.
Sure. She just kind of sits down on the bed.
Why don't I sing to you?
Okay.
What do you want me to sing?
See, when I was talking with Serena, she said you liked... What was it called? The train song? Is that it?
Sasha's kind of mid-turning while she's kind of bopping, and it's like a freeze. What did you say?
The train song?
It's almost, Alex, as if she's turned from this happy, bright flower to she's right in your face. What did you say?
Oh shit. The train song.
Why would you ask me to sing that?
Serena said you like it.
How does she know about that?
She's the Scourge. She knows a lot of things.
Oh, she should know about that. Why would you... Did he tell you about that?
Who?
You know who? She kind of is backed up against kind of a dresser.
Oh, who? What? I'm confused, Sasha. I don't get it.
Oh, no. She kind of suddenly goes very odd. She stands up very straight, almost as she's performing for a crowd. I'll sing it for you. As she begins to sing it, and it's in this shaky, like hollowed voice. And when she gets to the "It won't be long," um, she starts to cry. Like tears are, I mean, they're streaming down her face. It's like her, you can see her hands tremoring. As she starts to then, she stops and she starts going, "No, no, John, I don't want to do it anymore. It hurts me." Oh, she's like crying even harder then.
See, Alex just starts looking around the room. John's not here. It's just me.
Yeah. She wanders by you quite quickly, as you notice that she goes into the bathroom and switches on all the water to like both taps. As you can hear the sound of scrubbing, like rabid scrubbing.
Okay. Alex just kind of slowly walks in. Not used to seeing Sasha so panicked. She's like, what? What? What are you doing? I don't get it.
I'm making myself clean. I have to look nice. Remember? I'll always be a good girl for him. Always a good girl.
You are always a good girl. Now, why do you have to clean now? It's nearly morning.
Because she kind of looks, as you notice, she's literally scrubbing the point of her wrist till it's raw. You can actually see she's just rubbing down like that. Because, because, mm, because I'm bad, and John said I have to get ready, and my dad always liked me as a good girl, and I was the best girl. He loved me, same as John did. Then she takes her arms quite manically. They love me, Alex.
I know they do. It's okay. Just calm down. Everything's gonna be alright. She just she's holding her hands out, trying to almost take Sasha's wrists.
No, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. How about you sit down and I'll go get my makeup and we'll get ready together so I'll be nice and we can be both good girls. Yeah?
Okay. And she does that. She just turns around and goes out and sits back on the bed.
You notice, Sasha immediately goes over and puts on a pair of skinny jeans, high heeled boots, and she throws on a hoodie. She kind of smiles. She's still smiling at you, but you can hear her going, "I have to go get ready. I have to just get my face and get ready. He likes me when I'm ready." As she kind of smiles, "I'll be back in a second." And she goes out the door. And the moment Alex goes outside, she pops out this gate.
Alex is just still sat on the bed waiting for Sasha to come back like she said she would.
Sasha then goes out the door, goes down the stairs. Sasha might hear the front door opening, but if she comes out, Alex, but Sasha would hear. She comes out the door, comes out the door, and is onto the street, and she is gone, going to look for someone who looks like John.
Yeah, and Alex just sit and wait on that bed for Sasha to come back like she said she would.
So yeah, that's where Sasha's going to look for John identical, and then she'll go find. Then I don't know what she's going to do after that.
And how long are you going to spend looking? You have about 2.5 hours before dawn.
She will spend 2 hours looking. Oh,
The
no, not 2 hours.
first,
Sorry, hour and a half. Hour and a half. Hour and a half. Spend an hour and a half.
okay, so the first half of that, you don't find anybody. There's hardly any people at all. The second half of that, you still haven't found anybody. You've found men with dark hair, but they're all not very attractive, and it's like there's bums on the street, filthy, dirty, or they're blonde, or there's just nobody's even close to looking like him.
She she tries not to cry, so she's basically like putting her hood over her face and just wiping tears away as they're streaming down, kind of repeating under her breath, "He's not here. I'm not ready. He's not here. Why isn't he here?" She's wandering up and down the streets basically, and she will then, if she can't find anyone, she will then ring Saoirse.
Saoirse, your phone goes ring ring about an hour before dawn.
Okay, well, before we get into that, I want to describe what Saoirse's been doing through all this. So, as after Saoirse drops off Sasha and Alex, she drives back to her haven, thinking about the words that Alana said to her and the talk that she needs to have with Sasha. She knows that she hurt Sasha by not catching her kiss and blowing one back, but she couldn't bring herself to do that right now. Not until after she talks to her. She didn't want to do that now. She's too upset. And she gets to her haven and she practically runs in the door, locks it, and she just sinks into her chair and starts crying. She held in so much at court because she didn't want to be a mess in front of everyone. And she sits there for maybe a half an hour and just cries. And after she's finished, she doesn't even clean her face up. She reaches into her purse and gets the envelope with Star's letter in it out and looks it over again. And this time she turns the letter over to see if there was anything else on the back of it.
And in fact, there is. On the back it says, "You've done so much for me. It's the least I can do for you, my sister. I hope to hear from you soon. Love, Star."
And as she reads that, some more tears fall from her eyes onto her face. I should call her. I wonder if it's too late. I don't care. She knows I'd be calling late anyway. And I lost her accent, but I don't care. She finds her phone and calls up Star.
It rings 3 or 4 times before it's answered. Hello? Is somebody there?
Star, it's Saoirse.
Saoirse! How are you?
I've been better, I'd say. Did I wake you?
No, you're fine. I was just getting ready for bed. Yeah, just getting ready for bed.
I can even tell when you're lying to me on the phone.
What's up, my dear? What can I do for you?
Well, I would say obviously that I got your letter.
Oh, good. Glad.
How did you know where to find Alona?
And you hear a chuckle on the other end of the phone. Well, even though my dear Alana isn't, how would you say, a worshiper, she still spends a lot of time in touch with the earth.
I thought she does. These days, I'd say she's more in touch with her than I am.
And that's why we need to remedy that situation, I think. I think that would be best for you, for all of us.
When can we meet tomorrow night or tonight? Now, I guess.
So you're considering this morning, and so we're going to do it tonight?
Yes, since it's like probably 3 a.m.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, tonight would be fine. Where would you like to meet?
I suppose you can come here uh, to my haven. And she gives Saoirse not really, or Star, not really an address, but more of a location.
I know.
What do you? Oh, never mind. Of course you do. Of course you know.
What time do you want me there?
Well, let's see. Um, maybe around 8 o'clock.
All right, I'll be there.
Okay. I look forward to seeing you. I've missed you.
I've missed you too. See you tonight.
And okay. Goodbye, Star.
Good night, Saoirse.
She hangs up the phone and oddly, this makes her feel better. She feels comforted by the thought that she's going to be seeing Star again, and maybe finally get something to go right for a change. She feels like that all she's been doing lately is messing up, and she goes and cleans herself up. She takes a shower. She changes her clothes and tries to wash away all of her sadness and other emotions from the night. Uh, and as she's stepping out of the shower and drying off, getting dressed, she hears her phone ring. And she wonders who is calling her this time of night. Uh, she quickly gets to her phone after it rings probably 3 times. She sees that it's Sasha, and she answers. Sasha?
You hear a shaky, shaky voice. Hi, sweetie. Can, can I come to your house, please?
Of course.
Where is it?
And she gives her the location.
I'll see you soon. She kind of hangs up, and you hear her crying as she's hanging up.
Saoirse hangs up the phone, bewildered. She can tell that there's something very wrong with Sasha just by the way she was talking. And she sits and anxiously waits for Sasha to get there, wondering if maybe she should even just go find her herself, but she figures it's probably best if she just stays where she is.
I'm assuming it doesn't take long for Sasha to get to the house. And what weather is it like? Is it raining or is it kind of a dry night?
It's dry. It's humid but dry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you get to when you get up to Saoirse's haven, she's kind of in this area that's a little bit swampy. And you see a small house, kind of in the down this long driveway. And Saoirse's car is parked under a dilapidated carport. And the house itself looks like it's seen better days, but everything's still intact. Just the paint's very worn and peeling, and it's a small house. There's no storm door. It looks like it's been blown off a long time ago.
So Sasha kind of looks around and she pulls the zip down on her hoodie to kind of expose her chest a bit more, and she then reaches up and literally just you'll hear the faintest of.
Saoirse jumps up and runs to the door and opens it.
You see Sasha there, and her face is like down her eyes along her mascara is a mix of red, black, and her lipstick is smeared, and like her dreadlocks are out wild underneath her hood as she is like you can tell she's deliberately pulled her zip down so you can see her bra, and that's all she's wearing underneath, and some shorts.
Saoirse doesn't say anything. She just kind of pulls Sasha into the house, shutting and locking the door behind her. Sasha, what happened? Are you okay?
I couldn't find him. Wanted to find, because he'd love me if I found him, and I never found him, so I don't love him.
Find who?
It doesn't matter. I have to go get ready. And she kind of almost walks past you.
She doesn't let her go. She keeps a hold of Sasha's arm, and pulls her back to her and sits her down on the couch.
She looks more manic then, and she's please, I have to go get ready. And she's like looking at the door and looking around by the windows, and I have to get ready, otherwise he'll hate me. I'm a good girl, aren't I, Saoirse? Please?
Sasha, you don't have to go anywhere. I'm here with you. There's no one else here, and there's no one else coming.
Can I take a shower?
Of course.
Do you have any tape? I need to fix all my clothes, and I'll just quickly do it. She kind of smiles innocently at you.
You don't need tape.
I need tape.
No, you don't.
Don't tell me what I don't need. And she kind of wrenches her hand away from you, kind of curling up on the couch. I need tape and a shower. Please?
You can have the shower, but I don't have any tape.
Do you have any rope then?
Nay, I don't have any rope.
Fine. I'll go and get a shower. She kind of looks to you to where basically where the bathroom or the ensuite or anything like that is.
It's not very hard to find. The house there's a small living room, and then the bathroom there's the door open. It's kind of like directly off the living room, and then there's a small hallway that leads to the bedroom. The kitchen is there's not really even a kitchen. It's more like a kitchenette with a small refrigerator and a microwave. And
is there a bathroom? Is there a bathroom in the bedroom? That's a big thing.
No, there's only one bathroom.
Okay, so what Sasha does is she goes into the bedroom and she pulls off one of the pillow covers, closing the door. And she looks behind her and she just slowly begins to rip it. So basically, it's almost like it can wrap around her hands. And she throws the remaining ripped pillow cover under the bed, goes in, takes a shower. When she's finished in the shower, which will be about 5 minutes, it's kind of just that she sticks her head in. She'll go and literally tie herself to the end of the bed with the ripped part of the pillow cover.
When Saoirse sees Sasha coming out of the bathroom and going into her bedroom, she follows her. Sasha, what are you doing?
I have to get ready. She kind of tries to close the door, like almost screeching.
Get ready for what?
Because he's arriving, and he doesn't like it when I'm not ready. She's trying to literally force the door closed. Please.
As she opens the door, Sasha, there's no one else coming. You're in my house.
You will see Sasha with her jeans off, in her bra and underwear tied to the end of the bed, kind of looking very guilty, almost panicked that you're not John or you're not her father.
She unties Sasha.
Before you can, she's putting her hand on the other one. It's like, no, I have to be a good girl. They wanted it this way. John used to keep me. She doesn't say anything. She just looks up at you. Please.
Saoirse pulls Sasha into her arms. John's not here, and he's not coming. I'm here, and no one's ever going to hurt you again.
She starts to cry, like even harder when you say, John isn't coming, and she looks up at you then, and she says, "Oh, they never hurt me. They loved me."
No, this is not love.
I'm a good girl.
No, you are not a good girl. You are a great woman. Strong and brave. And I will keep you safe.
Sasha allows her arms
no
to be
one will
undone.
Never hurt you again. I promise.
She kisses you, like full on, like is literally like kissing all along your chin and your neck and all that.
Saoirse, she kind of allows her to do it because she knows that if she throws her off, that might make things worse. She knows that she probably can't handle the rejection because she knows the state that she's in. But she's not allowing her to do much more than that. She's not going to make any advances towards her. She's kind of allowing Sasha to do what she wants at this point, seeing where it goes.
Sasha, once she realizes you're not reciprocating, she looks at you and, don't you love me?
She smiles. Of course I do. But not like this.
She breaks down and just curls into you in a ball and is just sobbing on top of the bed.
Saoirse pulls Sasha into her arms and holds her while she cries, soothing her.
Sasha is almost like gripping manically onto your shoulders and stuff as she's finally happy somebody said no instead of yes.
You can stay here. It's almost dawn anyway.
Yeah, Sasha collapses and falls asleep in Saoirse's arms.
Saoirse holds her and falls asleep with her. Um, her last thoughts as she's drifting off to sleep is, what a fucking night this has been.
And the day passes. The city goes about its business as if vampires don't exist, unaware that amidst them are those minions of theirs, those who know of their existence, and those who fight against them. And quickly, as far as the dead are concerned, night again comes, and Sasha and Saoirse wake up in each other's arms.
And they wake up at the same time, right? Because they
Yep.
both have. Okay. Yeah, Saoirse wakes up, sees that she's holding Sasha, and the memories of the night before come flooding back to her. And she feels tears welling up in her eyes.
Dash is stroking your arm. She's wide awake, and she feels oddly relieved that somebody didn't just want to use her for a change. Not that Alex wouldn't do that, but Alex is the one who said it, and she just can't or let her sister see her like that. So she just is stroking your arm. Then is she whispers very, very softly, "Thank you."
Of course. I'm glad that you felt safe to come here.
Oh, Alex can't say no.
No, no, she can't. And that's something that you and I need to talk about.
Oh,
You can't treat Alex like she's your slave just because she does everything you say.
don't.
Yes, you do. You'd make her do things for your amusement. That's
You're
not
not
right.
you.
It's not right, Sasha. Like making her go to court yesterday as a wolf, there was no need for that. You knew what would happen if she got caught. She can't be running the streets of the city as a wolf. She can't.
Why are
And
you
you know
giving that to me?
that.
She kind of looks almost kind of at you, very hurt that you're choosing now to do this after the night she's had. She kind of looks at you like, really now? She kind of,
Because because I'm responsible for you.
no, you're not.
Yes, I am. I took you under my wing, and by the decree of the Primogen, my sire, I am responsible for you.
You're not my
She
sire,
told me
Saoirse.
she told me yesterday, last night at court, that she was disappointed in me. Do you know how much that hurt?
Oh, so it's all about you then, and not about. So we make you look bad, so you have to mammy us then. She gets up out of the bed, kind of looking very hurt that it's Alex won't leave now that she's with me.
I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you that she has to leave. I'm telling you that you have to treat her better.
I do treat her better. You don't understand. You weren't there, Saoirse. It was always been me and Alex, and it'll always be me and Alex.
No, it won't. You have me.
I know
And
that, but you don't understand.
then tell me so I can.
There was only John, and we never had John. Well, Alex was gone, and I was. She doesn't stops talking again and kind of looks back up at you. John wasn't our sire-in-law at all. There was never any of that. Never had that. Alex has only had me. I've only had Alex.
And Saoirse nods. I know. I want to be what you never had.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I want to be responsible for you. I want to act. I want to guide you and Alex. I want to be the sire you never had. I was going to offer it before Alona talked to me last night, so don't think that because she said something that I'm saying this, because I've thought about it for a long time. I love you, Sasha. And I care what happens to you and Alex.
Want to be mine and Alex's mom?
Sorry, you were really quiet.
You want to be Alex and I's mom?
Saoirse smiles. I do.
My mom gave me to my dad because my dad said that she got too old. You won't be like that, will you?
No. Nay. No, not at all. No, nothing bad will ever happen to you like that again. I can't promise that no bad things will ever happen because, well, we're kindred, but I promise no one will hurt you like that again. I will never allow that to happen.
You're gonna look after Alex too, right?
Of course.
Okay. But she needs all of it. She doesn't like to admit it, but she does.
I know. I know she does.
No, you don't get it. She's not as bad as everyone says she is, or people see. She's just scared.
I know. I know she's not. And I know she's scared.
Can't be my mom unless you're her mom as well.
I know. I know that. That's why I said both of you.
She gets on the bed and gives you a kiss on the gives you a kiss on the cheek, very very light one, and she goes, "Now, can you make me breakfast, or do I have to leave?"
Well, I have company coming.
Can I meet them?
Not yet. I haven't seen her for a while, a long time, and we have some things to discuss, but you can meet her another night, I promise.
I'll be quiet so she doesn't see me.
You need to go to Alex right now and let her know that you're okay, because I know she's worried about you. She's very worried. The the blood bond, I've never had one that strong, but I know that she's worried sick.
Okay. Okay. Who is the person you're meeting? She's throwing on clothes.
Her name is Star. She's an old friend.
Is she cute?
Yeah, she is.
She just nods approvingly and puts her hoodie over hers. Gonna be a long walk back. She's kind of walking out with kind of head bowed, kind of a bit. Yeah, she doesn't know what she's going back to, so she's kind of ringing Alex as she's walking out the door, kind of leaving her about 1,000 voice messages like, I'm alive.
Before she walks out the door, Saoirse gives her a big hug. I'll see you soon. I'll come look for you after I'm done with Star.
Okay. We gotta find out about what the sheriff wants. So I'll be waiting. See you soon.
See you soon, dear.
Did she close the door?
Saoirse looks out the window as Sasha walks away.
That, you see Sasha looking back at you like she realised, oh fuck, she's looking at me. I can't do it. She kind of looks defeated and kind of wanders off there.
um, Saoirse says that, well, that went a lot better than I expected. As she then closes the curtain on the window and waits for Star to arrive.
Is Sasha heading back to there? Or is she going to get a distance away and obfuscate and come back and watch?
Yep, that's pretty much what she's doing. She's gonna walk up, wait till she's out of sight, obfuscate, and then come back and like ha 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 in her mind then.
Okay. About 15 minutes later, a little before 8, you see a black-haired woman, very pretty, walking very casually towards, not just generally at, but like straight towards Saoirse's residence.
She watches from where she is.
Roll perception alertness, scent-based.
1.
There's a sweetness in the smell about her. And whereabouts are you hiding or standing as
Kind of where her car is. Where the car is. She basically looped around where the car was by the dilapidated thing and is trying to walk back very slowly.
Under the dilapidated carport.
Mm-hmm. That's where she is.
And as this woman's walking up, she looks over. You almost feel like she's looking right at you. It's almost unnerving.
Sasha doesn't move. She's like,
You see
I'm
her-
skinny.
You see her raise her eyebrow and kind of cock her head a little as she continues to walk, and eventually gets up to the door and just knocks lightly.
Sasha follows, obfuscated, like, whoo, that was weird.
Saoirse opens the door. She looks at Star. Star.
Hello, Saoirse. And she opens her arms wide for a hug.
Yes, Saoirse quickly pulls her into her arms.
And you,
Gives her a very long hug.
and you again smell that sweetness in the air that you've not smelled in quite a while.
Yes, she whispers in Star's ear. You smell so good, as always, my dear.
Thank you. So, who's the person out in your carport?
What are you talking about?
She's got kind of silvery hair, I think. Looked kind of dreadlocked.
Oh, Sasha. That's... Sasha. Where's she at now?
She turns around and looks, and Sasha said she was coming up to follow inside, right?
Yeah. You see, ironically, he's just kind of waiting, like, at the kind of the door, just a few paces away. And, like, the moment she hears you say her name, she's like, oh, shit.
And the woman turns around and she says, right here, and she reaches out to touch you.
Sasha just kind of in a mode like just like leans back like I'm not here kind of like
And she keeps leaning in as you lean back. You don't need to lean back,
yeah,
silly.
basically Sasha kind of like freezes and but she's gonna drop obfuscate and kind of just stand like kneel down like she's kneeling, so she's like hi hi.
Well, since Sasha didn't listen to me, Sasha, this is Star. Star, this is Sasha.
It's a pleasure.
Hi. She kind of stands up and dusts herself off and like holds out her hand.
She'll shake it. And there's something about this woman. That smell that you smelled, it's definitely coming from her. And her hand it's warm. It's not just cool like some kindred or cold like others. It is warm, like alive.
Mm, you're really warm. Really warm.
Yep, that's what happens when you're still breathing.
Oh! Because this woman probably feels that Sasha's ice cold. She has that little flaw.
She seems to
So
be grinning through it, though.
Sorry. She kind of looks at Saoirse like, you've brought a human here? You know, this kind of like her eyes are widening each time.
I'll tell you about it later. Now please, go home like I told you.
Sasha kind of mouths, just, how can she see me?
She's very special.
Oh. She gets, and kind of just, her eyes kind of fix on this woman Star, and she just goes, I'll see you soon then. She blows you both a kiss then, and kind of just, as she turns, she's grimacing, kind of going, fuck. He's walking back to Alex's.
Saoirse turns to Star. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know she was going to do that.
That's alright. Remember, if I didn't want her close enough, I would have sent her walking away. But you know how it is. I try and be friendly, and as long as they're not trying to, like, chew my head off, I'm more than happy to carry on a conversation.
Well, if you go around too many of my kind, they'll try to drain you dry. But I know that you have defenses against that.
Yes, Mother has made sure that I'm protected.
Aye. She smells Star again, breathing her in deep.
Oh, fine, let's get it over with. And she goes in and sits down on the couch and pulls down the collar of her shirt.
Saoirse clicks out her fangs and gently sinks her teeth into Star's neck. And she feels the sweetness of that blood, the best blood she's ever tasted.
And how much are you taking?
1 blood point.
Yay, congratulations, you get 2 blood points.
And because she doesn't want Star to pass out right now because they have things to talk about, but she may ask to feed from her again before she leaves. She makes sure that she licks the wounds closed. I've missed you.
She kind of shivers. Oh, so that is what you did to me in the woods, isn't it?
It is. I took a lot more then, though.
Oh. Still gives me the shivers afterwards.
Well, it's meant to be a very pleasurable experience.
Oh, it is. It's just, uh, just leaves me tingly, I guess.
Aye, it does. And you see the kind of euphoric look on Saoirse's face as if she's almost stoned from the blood, especially the potency of her blood.
So, what happened?
Saoirse's happy, euphoric expression turns to shame and I lost control and I killed someone.
And what caused you to lose control?
Well, after the woods, and I didn't see you again, regular blood just disappointed me, so I didn't feed. And I got very hungry. I let myself get too hungry, and the first person I saw, I drained them dry. I couldn't, I didn't even know what was happening until it was too late.
Alright, so, let's see. You owe a life, and I guess that means that you probably shouldn't drink for me anymore then too. Just to be safe.
Saoirse's her face falls even more and tears start coming down her face.
Please, sweetie. It's just so that you don't get to that place again. It doesn't matter if
I won't. I haven't. Not since then, because I didn't want to kill anyone. And I haven't let myself get that hungry again.
Okay. I'll be in town for a few months. If you need me, you have my number. I would recommend going and helping people, saving lives.
I I appreciate you helping me, cause I don't hear her anymore.
I know. That's why I'm here, to help remedy that. Mother still loves you. We all make mistakes, and she has a sadness on her face as she squeezes your hand.
I would do. Glad to know that she still loves me.
Besides, you were there for me in my hour of need. It's the least I can do for you, even if I am partly to blame.
You're not to blame. You're not to blame. It's not your fault that your blood is better than everyone else's.
Well, I'll try not to flaunt it too much then.
Try and keep you away from other kindred as much as possible. I don't want someone to lose control on you. That would be bad.
Yeah, it would. Did me mad because people die. Though some dead don't count as dead and others do. It's strange.
Aye, it is. I will come back. I will get. I will hear her again.
Good. Mother also said you had been contemplating an offer, at least in your prayers, that involved me. That I should probably speak to you about possibility of fulfilling it at some point.
She heard me.
Even if you do not hear her, she hears you.
More tears come down Saoirse's face then. There's something that I wanted to offer you, but I don't think is the time to talk about it. Um, Soon though, I promise.
Well, you know how to get a hold of me.
Yes, I I do. We'll be seeing each other again real soon.
I look forward to it. And with that, Star leans in and gives you a big hug.
Saoirse wraps her up in her arms in a very tight hug, and she whispers in her ear, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
Now, I suppose I should go back to Sasha.
Sounds like you have a bit of explaining to do, so probably.
I do. More of myself has to come out in this explanation as well. They don't know. They don't know about that night in the woods. They don't know about my relationship with Gaia. They don't know about any of it.
Well then, I guess the first step in becoming yourself again is to admit who you are.
I it is. Okay, you should go now, and I'll see you again soon.
I look forward to it. And with that, she gets up, kisses your hand before she gives it one more squeeze and lets it go, and disappears into the.
Saoirse watches out the window and watches Star go. She really didn't want her to leave, but she has other matters to attend to. And when Star is out of sight, she then goes and washes her face from the tears and gets her stuff gathered up and gets in her car and drives over to Sasha and Alex's.
Alex, you wake up. Sasha still doesn't seem to be there.
Mhm.
You fell asleep here in the same spot, waiting for her. Waiting like she told you to. She'd be right there. She hasn't returned.
Alex is. She's gonna pick herself up a bit and just sit there for a little bit, waiting, just listening, trying to gauge if she can hear either the birds tapping on the rooftops or the turn of a lock at the door. She waits for a little while, Nothing. She's gonna get off the bed, remembering that she's still got some cleaning up to do downstairs. She's gonna walk downstairs and unlock the door to her room, go in, leaving the door open this time. She's gonna start picking up the pieces of glass, one by one. Put them down on beside the dressing table, looking through all the photos. Huh. Strange. She looked so different when she was younger. Happy almost. Pictures of her with her actual parents back in London. Back when she still had sandy blonde hair. Her gaze drifts over to more recent photos. Bad memories, but memories still the same. Pictures of her with her foster parents. The eyes scratched out and the glass broken. But the main one is when her gaze looks back to the mirror, she sees herself and those white eyes staring back at her. Just in the corner, a small picture of her and Sasha. And she brings almost a smile to her face. She remembers. She remembers being happy again.
And it's about this time that you hear the front door opening.
Yeah, Sasha slowly opens the door. Like, peeks her head in.
As you peek your head in, it's very quiet. You do notice that Alex's darkroom door is slightly open.
Oh no. Oh no. She kind of closes the door then. She hugs it almost. Alex, honey?
I'm in here. You just hear it, kind of softly said, but enough so you can hear it.
She almost runs to the door.
Yeah, and you see Alex sat on the seat of the dressing table. The cupboard again behind her still open with all the small vials in it. You can see a little more clearer now, but she's sat looking at these photos.
Hey, I'm back.
I knew you'd come back. I knew it. Oh no, you're not mad at me, are you?
No, sweet. No.
Oh no. I didn't wait where you said. I wasn't on the bed. Oh.
Alex, I'm not mad. Okay?
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I just... Don't mention the song again, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Who told you? I used to, She pauses and looks at you, kind of not wanting to finish the sentence.
Serena. She said that you liked it.
Hmm. Okay. A long time ago, I sang it at my school pageant, dance, whatever.
Hmm. It's okay, I won't mention it again.
It's okay, sweetie. come here. Well, she kind of pulls you in, and she literally fishes over, kind of goes outside into the kitchen and picks up her camera, pulling you, and she lifts the camera up and just.
Hold on. Is that a? It is normal, or I should be doing it? Oh shit. Good.
Yeah, Sasha does like the perfect kind of like, model pose, or she even does the duck face as well, like that beside you then.
And the funny thing is, Alex does the same, and it surprisingly it looks like she's almost happy again. Almost.
She takes it, it's a Polaroid thing, so she shakes it and hands it to you. There's another one for your darkroom.
She just kind of lightly smiles at it. Thank you.
I got something to tell you, sweetie.
What? What did
Here
you
she
do?
wants. I didn't do. She wants to be our mom.
When you say that, you see Alex just, she kind of leans back and, huh? Oh no.
What?
I'm not going back into foster care again. I'm not doing it.
No. No. She kind of is laughing. No, she wants to look after us, like what John never did.
Yeah, that's what they said. Until they... You see Alex is, she kind of, her eyes just kind of wander a bit. Yeah.
Alex, that's not gonna happen.
Oh.
You don't have a fostering for Kindred anyway.
Huh. It's okay if she does do that again now. Do what I did to them. Huh.
No, you're not. No, Saoirse's nice. We're not gonna hurt Saoirse. No, no, no.
Huh.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna find her friend who smells really nice. She kind of has a little smile on her face.
What?
She could see me when I was, doing my little thing. I
Huh.
can go invisible.
Huh.
She could see me, Alex, and she smelled really good. Really good. So, maybe, just in case, we could find out who her friend is. Keep an eye on Saoirse. I mean, since we're her daughters, we're only protecting our mother, right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That sounds... right? Huh.
Besides, we're far prettier anyway. She kisses you on the cheek.
She just... Again, that you could almost see that faint smile coming through, but it's... Where is Saoirse anyway?
I am. I stayed with her last night. She's with that nice smelling person.
You stayed with her?
Yeah.
So you left me to go stay with her?
No. No, Alex, listen to me. No, 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 sweetie. You don't understand. You don't
No,
understand.
no,
I
I
didn't
don't.
sleep with her. No, I didn't sleep with her or anything. I didn't. She said no.
Hmm. You see, she just kind of stands there and her eyes just, they don't narrow slightly, but they look more like how she normally is, like that pained look in her eye.
You're not mad at me, are you?
No. Oh, no, I'm never mad. Not at you.
At this point, you're gonna hear a soft knock on the door.
Who's that? You didn't invite anybody, did you?
No.
She immediately kind of goes into one of the drawers in the kitchen and takes out the revolver that she has and is walking up to the door. Kind of, hello?
Sasha?
Saoirse?
I?
Oh, I forgot you were coming over. She kind of turns and looks at us, going, and in her mind, she's going, "Oh fuck me!" She kind of opens the door. Hi. She like stuffs a revolver behind her back. Hi.
Hello? Did you forget?
No, no, it was just taking a selfie. She kind of smiles as she like steps in, so you don't see her with her hand behind her back.
She doesn't look convinced at all. What's that you got behind
She's
your
not
back?
lying. We're actually taking a selfie. She's kind of like,
Uh-huh.
we were taking a selfie. As she points over at the photo at Alex's hand.
Oh, that's it. When you look round, you notice Alex isn't there.
Oh, Alex?
Of course. Right. What's that behind your back, Sasha?
Nothing? She kind of was taking like a couple of steps away from you.
Sure. Anyway, I'm here.
Yeah. Hi. As she kind of goes, so, Alex, come out here.
When you say that, you just hear
No.
the slam of a door off to your right, and she's just stood out in front of the door of a dark room. I'm here. I didn't leave.
Say hi to your mom. She's gonna be our mom. She's kind of like face palming, kind of like hoping Saoirse doesn't see like how fucking terrified she is.
You just, Alex is, she just slowly turns her head towards Ish, and her eyes narrow. Hello.
Hello, Alex.
Did you have a nice sleep last night, day? I don't know.
Well, it was uneventful, but the night before definitely wasn't. And neither has tonight been.
Why don't you give her a hug, Alex? And she's your mom and all.
You see, Alex's eyes just kind of open up a bit. She just walks over to Saoirse and puts her arms around her.
Saoirse wraps her arms around Alex.
There. Happy family. As Sasha kind of hugs the both of you, kind of going, oh, thank God.
I'm looking after you. Both of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
She sits down on the couch and motions for her to sit next to her.
Sasha doesn't sit beside Saoirse, she sits beside Alex, kind of holding her hand. Probably in an attempt to hold Alex back, because she's probably death glaring Saoirse.
Um, why did you decide to follow Star?
Hmm?
Why did you decide to follow Star and not go like I said?
Well, why do you want to know?
Because I told you to do something and you didn't do it.
Huh? Well, I was curious.
I know, but I told you I'd tell you about it later.
I didn't know whether you would lie to me or not, so I was just double checking. Smiled.
Why would I lie to you?
Everyone
If I,
lies.
s- if I say that I'm going to take care of you and act like your mother, why the fuck would I lie to you?
Even mothers lie. I was just making sure.
Well,
Hey, I was
Star
being
is.
a good daughter.
I. You were trying to protect me, but I don't need protection from Star. Star and I have some history.
She your girlfriend?
Nay,
Sister?
in a way, I.
Well, okay. But she was weird. Really weird.
I.
She's something
She's
amazing.
very. She's very special. And as you probably figured out, she is mortal.
Yeah. How can she see me, though?
Like I said, she's special. She has special gifts
Hmm.
from the Earth Goddess, Mother Gaia.
Sasha gets a very curious look on her face, but she doesn't say anything. She has a little bit of a smile.
And I am one of Mother Gaia's servants. But I haven't been very faithful lately. Star is here to help me get that back.
So she's gonna take you away?
No, she's going to help me. She's going to help me get back into the good graces of our mother.
Sasha turns and looks at Alex and kind of raises her eyebrow, going, "Can you like what?" you know?
Yeah, Alex just had this very just blank look on her face as she's almost death glaring Saoirse still.
Well, she's not gonna put all that weird voodoo stuff on us, is she?
Not as long as you behave yourselves.
I always behave myself.
You're not allowed to feed off of her unless she says you can.
Well,
If
that's
you do,
not
if you
fun.
try to take it, if you try to take her blood from her, she will defend herself, and it will not be pretty.
When you say that, Alex just kind of looks to Sasha and back to Saoirse.
But her
What
blood
if
is.
I can't
Go
help
ahead.
myself?
She will defend herself. I
Mm.
will protect you as best I can, but her blood is very potent, very sweet, better than any other blood that you've tasted that's not kindred.
You're really not helping sell the deal right here, Saoirse.
I
Yeah.
know, but full disclosure,
Isn't
that's
she
why
cute?
you can smell her. I told her to stay away from our kind as much as possible.
Oh,
Because of her gifts, she's able to tell who is kindred and who is not.
Hmm.
And some things don't work on her, like she can see through your little disappearing act.
claws work on her, right? I mean, not like she has magical armor or something.
Aye, claws would work on her, but I would advise that you don't use those on her. And
It's not always my choice.
Saoirse gets very defensive, uh, as her eyes widen, and she's definitely giving you a warning.
Hmm.
Tasha just smiles and she's like, just checking. In her mind, she's like, "Oh, I have a lot more than claws up my sleeve, darling." You know, this is echoing throughout her brain. Oh, don't you worry.
Again, Sasha. Not Sasha. Fuck, you got me doing it now. Fucking. Alex just cocks her head slightly and. But it's not always my choice.
Nay, I know,
Hmm.
but you have to try to control yourself. If for nothing else, out of respect for me, and because I asked you to.
Hmm.
Here, Sasha. Oh God, under her breath.
Just keep her away from me. That's the best way.
I will.
So, you like some hippie or something?
Nay, I'm no hippie.
Oh, okay. So, you're like, I think they're called. You're a pagan, Wiccan.
I, pagan,
Oh, okay, cool.
and I worship the Earth Mother, Gaia.
Mm,
Hmm.
so you don't go around hugging trees and stuff?
Nay,
No, she goes around hugging dirt and stuff.
Weird.
I respect nature and everything in it. Even us, we are children of Gaia.
We're dead. That's
Aye,
it.
we are. But we are still, because we are on the earth, we are still her children.
Sasha just looks at you kind of like she likes studying history and stuff like that, but she's like, I'm not into the whole, she just gives you this look like, yeah, okay. She's like, yeah, alright. Yeah.
But anyway, I helped Star a while back. She was having trouble with Gaia, and I helped teach her a lesson. And now she's helping me atone for what I did to lose favor.
You said she can see stuff. Couldn't she help us with the thing we're doing? Maybe that green woman?
She might. I could ask her. But
Yeah.
like I said, I'd like her to stay away from Kindred as much as possible.
Well, if she could figure out who the person is, because if she can see through my invisibility thing, maybe she can see through her little disguisey, couldn't she?
She might. I don't know. Um,
Ask her. I'll ask her. She kind of smiles.
nay,
Seem to like.
I will ask her.
Well, all three of us will go. Just so you're asking the right question.
Nay, Sasha.
Did something strange happen to everybody, or was it just me?
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Please hold while we correct this minor technical difficulty, people.
And we're back.
One back.
Just hope my overlays load now. Oh, come on.
Well, we have one back. Almost
Yep.
2 back, I hope. I like to think. I like to dream.
Sasha's just staring wide-eyed as Saoirse's just gone completely silent.
Yes. And 2 back. Just waiting for the third to fully connect, and we will have a game back in session. If our dear little Alex can get their overlay.
It's not showing up.
You're using Firefox, aren't you?
I am indeed.
You should use Chrome, it works again.
Is it?
Yep. And it works so much better than Firefox. It's been loading my things every time. Copy, close, paste. So we missed part of what you said with this technical
Error.
difficulty.
Sasha just went, well, it was my idea. I didn't do this plan, so I should be the one asking her. She gets all like hands on her hips as she stands up, quite indignant.
Sasha?
No, it was my plan. I'm the one who came up with it.
And Star is mine to protect, and you are mine to protect. And keeping you two away from each other is the best course of action.
Well, that's not fair. She could help with it. No, that's stupid.
Then she's not helping.
Why? She can see through the whole thing. That makes no sense. Tell her, Alex.
Yeah, she can see through the whole thing. She'll be
See?
useful.
It's 2 against 1 here, Saoirse.
Do you want me to be your mother or not? If you're not going to listen, then I'm not going to do it.
Well, that's enough. Sasha kind of looks at you. Just because you're my mother doesn't mean you order me around.
It means that I know what's best.
No, it doesn't. As
Yes,
Sasha kind
it
of
does.
takes a firm hand on Alex, as she gets really, 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 you can see she's getting really angry. No. That's what John used to say.
Fine. Do whatever you want. And she turns to walk out the door.
Really? Fine. Sasha kind of lets go of Alex's hand and she kind of shouts after Saoirse, just because you don't agree with something doesn't mean you get to storm off.
Saoirse doesn't say anything. She just keeps walking. She doesn't get into her car. She just kind of slumps against it.
Sasha kind of sighs. Come on, Alex. She's walking out after her.
So this is going well.
Or maybe she listened to what I said.
True.
And she kind of stands outside still with her hands on her hips. It's like, just because you're my mother doesn't mean you're the boss all the time. It's a good plan. And if there's no need to get upset because it doesn't go your way.
And when things don't go your way and I tell you something that you don't like, you don't need to throw John in my face. I'm not him. I'm not him.
Boss me around.
I'm not bossing
I never
you
said
around.
you weren't.
I'm asking you to respect my wishes. Star is mine to protect.
But it's a good plan. We can finally figure. What happens if they go after Star and if they see you and stuff? You don't know. Star could be masquerading as the person. She could masquerade as her. It's protecting Star. You see, in a way, I'm helping.
Yeah, and you also have plans to eat her.
No, I don't.
Can see it on your face. Yes, you do. Even though I asked you not to.
Yeah, because I went up and ate her right there and then. If I wanted to eat her, I would have done it already. You know that. So stop trying to turn it against me when I'm just trying to help. That's not fair.
Well, I don't feel like you're respecting me very much right now anyway.
If I didn't respect you, I wouldn't have asked you a plan. Would I, Alex?
No. Well, if it helps, I don't want to eat her.
Just wait until you meet her. Then you will. Everyone does.
Well, we're not everyone. Stop calling us everyone. She kind of grips Alex's hand tightly.
Saoirse's crying now.
Why are you crying? She's kind of kneeling down.
Because I can't do anything right.
Yeah, you're helping. We're all trying to help. You don't need to beat yourself up because you might put someone you at risk of danger. Sometimes it has to happen. We're trying to help. That's all, Saoirse.
I can't let anything happen to Star.
It won't. I promise.
You promise?
You need to trust me. You need to trust me in order for you to be my mother. Remember?
And you need to trust me.
I do trust you. That's why I came and asked you about the plan. I didn't trust you wouldn't do anything, and then I would have done it anyway. But I wanted to ask.
Then you have to promise nothing can happen to Star.
Nothing wrong. Perfectly fine, won't she, Alex? She turns and looks at you, kind of like sternish kind of eyes.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Okay. We'll ask her tomorrow.
Okay. Kind of cocks her head, smiling. Well, we could go tonight and save time. Kind of adds with a wicked little smile. Kind of going, she knows she has you, that you're going to cave. That kind of smile.
I suppose.
Cheer up, sister. You can even introduce us as your daughters. She kind of is getting into your car for you, kind of holding up the open door for her sister.
Saoirse sees the handkerchief in the car that Alana had given her the night before, and she gets it out and wipes off her face. Then she calls up Star.
Good evening.
Star, I have a question for you.
Certainly, if I can answer it, I definitely will.
We need some help with something, personal matter, if you will. Would you be willing to talk to us about it? You can meet my friends, Sasha and Alex. Well, you already met Sasha, but you can meet Alex too.
Certainly, I can do that. When did you want to meet?
Now,
Anywhere in particular?
Sasha leaves in, so like she could come to our house.
nay. You name the place, Star.
Um, there's a little coffee shop, and she gives you the intersection that it's at. I'll be there in about 5 minutes.
Aye. See you then. She hangs up the phone. We're going to a coffee shop.
Yay!
And Saoirse drives over to the location if everyone's in the car.
Oh yeah.
And you arrive, and this coffee shop is just in the French district. So it's got that old, very New Orleans, Louisiana feel. But it's very cozy, quaint, quiet.
This is nice. Well, let's go then. She kind of she kind of hops out of the car then and strides into the coffee shop.
Saoirse, one thing. Does Alex see Sasha get out of the car?
Aye.
I wouldn't always trust me. It's not always me, the driving seat. With that, she just turns around and starts getting out of the car.
Saoirse doesn't say anything, but she knows in her mind that Alex is telling her the truth. And she gets out of the car and walks into the coffee shop.
And inside, in one of the front corners, you saw her through the window. This black-haired woman with these piercing green eyes, just sitting there. Her eyes almost look to be closed as she's just sipping on coffee.
Sasha strides over and kind of plonks right down in front of her. Hello.
Hello again, Sasha.
And Saoirse comes in and sits down next to Star.
She sets her hand on Saoirse's arm.
And Alex she looks more nervous than anything, as she can smell that sweet scent. She could smell it as the car parked up. And she looks very rigid more than anything, and she just stands behind Sasha.
Alex
And
holds Sasha's hand.
she introduces Alex to Star.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Hi.
She smiles at you both warmly.
Sasha smiles and elbows Alex to smile.
Yeah, Alex, she starts to smile, and then you can see her. Again, she rolls her tongue over the top of her teeth, and Just again slams her mouth shut.
Are there any other kind in the coffee shop?
Surprisingly, no.
What a quick thing.
Well, fantastic. So they can speak somewhat openly. I'm sure there's still the barista there, but there aren't any other customers that could overhear.
No customers, and there doesn't seem to be a barista out.
This is weird.
Well, that's weird. Saoirse will look around and... Star, are you really the only one in here?
And she closes her eyes for a moment. And then opens them. Nope, there's 3 other people than me.
Very
And who
funny.
are they? Ah, I meant like you. Star.
You should know by now that there's nobody like me. But no, there are no more. What was that word you used for them, for us?
Kind.
Kind.
Food. Kind. Kind.
Yes, I'm the only food in the place right now.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so you can see us doing certain stuff, yeah? You saw me. So we need your help with someone who can change their appearance, I think.
Okay.
We need you to look at them and you can see what they really look like under that appearance. Like you saw me with my little invisibility thing.
Oh, you thought you were invisible? Okay. I don't know when people do that sort of stuff. I just
Sasha
see
kind of gets very
what you
angry.
are.
I was invisible. You just have that weird freaky power of yours.
You were invisible. Yes, no one but her could see you. I couldn't even see you.
Damn right. So, if we set up, you're coming with us maybe? Or meet us in the coffee shop. Your eyes kind of narrow as she looks around the coffee shop, kind of like, this is perfect. If we ring the number and he comes to meet us here saying we can have some information, you look at him, maybe tell Saoirse or me what he looks like, or if it's a she, and we can tell our bosses and everyone's happy, just in case Saoirse gets attacked, or I get attacked, or Alex gets attacked. Simple?
You just want me to look at somebody. That's it.
Just look at them. As you said, you didn't even know I was invisible, so you won't see that they're a different appearance.
We'll see something different than you will.
She whispers into Saoirse's ear, I told you it was a good plan.
Saoirse just kind of glares at Sasha.
So,
sure, if you need my help, I'm happy to help. And she kind of gives Saoirse's arm a little squeeze.
what I was thinking is, if it gets too serious, you can go out the back way. Is there a back way? She kind of looks over.
She just kind of chuckles. Yeah, I think there's a back way. She kind of glances towards the back.
Well, what you
Doesn't
can
really
do
matter.
is, if Saoirse freaks out, and if this person is a bit more wild, Saoirse can lead you out, I can cover you, and Alex can take care of them. Can't you, sweetie?
Depends if she has the shotgun. Anything like that.
Well, we'll just make sure she doesn't have that after all, because remember what I can do?
No.
I can go invisible. She kind of is like, come on.
Aye, that you can. Okay, so we're going to call and say that we have information and have them meet us here, right?
I'm gonna get behind the barista thing just in case. She's kind of wandering over as she still has the revolver with her. She's going to hop over the thing as kind of cover.
Saoirse calls the number, the sheriff had given her to call with information.
The first sheriff number or the second sheriff number?
The one that was given to them by the quote unquote sheriff, the fake one.
Alright, you call it, and you hear a man's voice on the other side.
This is Saoirse. We have some information for you if you're interested.
Certainly. Bring it over.
I was actually wondering if you could come to where we are.
You hear a bit of frustrated sound come from him. Depends where.
It's just a little coffee shop and there's no one else here. Just us. And she gives the location of the coffee shop.
And you hear a chuckle on the other end. You're at the Toreador Primogen's coffee shop.
I suppose we are, if that's what it is.
We can't meet there. It's not a safe place.
And why would it not be a safe place if it's the Toreador Primogens?
He may be involved. We don't know.
You hear Alex.
Saoirse mouths, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" But she doesn't say it loud enough for anyone to hear it. She just mouths it. And all right, then where shall we meet you?
Come to my place. We can talk here.
Sasha shakes. Sasha's like, if she's looking at Saoirse, she kind of goes, "Back alleyway, round the back."
How about if we just meet in the alley?
The alley by my house?
Nay, the alley by the coffee shop.
Why are you so drawn to this coffee shop?
Point, you see Alex just walks up to the station and just holds a hand out for the phone.
Saoirse hands the phone over to Alex, a little confused but kind of relieved.
Hello.
Hello, Alex.
Yeah, so we have a package that we want to, well, give to you. But you're gonna have to come pick it up. It's a little difficult to move.
A package? What kind of package?
Well, as she just again kind of just looks over to where Star's sat. Well, you wanted information, right? This package has information.
Saoirse just kind of glares at Alex.
Meet me 2 blocks over in the alleyway behind the bowling alley. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Okay. She just kind of gives the phone back to Saoirse.
Saoirse takes the phone and makes sure that it's hung up. So where did he say to meet him?
2 blocks away behind the back of the bowling alley.
Aye, okay.
See, you really need to learn to quit the bullshit and just be straight to the point. It's much easier.
Well, I didn't want to offer up Star, but I guess it's as good as anything else.
Well, it's obvious he'll question why there's 4 of us here when he was only expecting 3.
Sasha's hiding?
You can see me, remember? She pokes her head up.
Covering your assets. I thought you knew about that, Saoirse.
I guess I'm a little off my game. It's been a rough couple of nights.
Sasha taps Alex on the head very approvingly. She's like, you can tell Sasha's impressed, so she's like, to the alleyway then.
Saoirse takes Star by the hand. We have to go 2 blocks away. Alley behind the bowling alley.
It sounds so redundant, doesn't it?
Aye, it does.
And you know, I was sitting here listening, right? I heard you guys talking about that.
Aye. If we were actually going to give you to him, we wouldn't have said it in front of you.
I was just mean you didn't have to tell me that we were going to go over there. I kind of picked that up from the conversation.
Aye.
See, this is what I mean, Saoirse. You just need to quit the bullshit.
Right there, Saoirse.
Saoirse just lets out an exasperated sigh. Let's just go.
Yep, I'll be out in just 1 minute. And as you guys then leave, yes? No? You gonna stay there and wait for her?
No, Sasha's waiting for us. Like, you're not going anywhere. What?
Yeah, Alex is waiting for her.
Saoirse's not letting Star out of her sight. No, that's not happening.
She pulls out her phone, dials a number. Yes. Claire? Hi, perfect. Yes, thank you for letting me use your coffee shop. It was very appreciated. I'm leaving with my guests now, so they can come back from downstairs. Thank you again. Bye. And she hangs up.
You lying little. Sasha kind of just turns glaring, like at Saoirse. She lied.
What did I lie about?
You said there was nobody there.
There is nobody here. They're locked down in the basement.
Sasha's like, what? You locked them in the basement?
No, Claire had her... What did she call that thing again? It's like one of those undead brain eaters, but for you guys it's not an undead brain eater. Not a zombie,
Ghoul.
Ghoul, yeah, that's the one.
But there were still people there and you never told us. So she's kind of looking at Saoirse like she lied about things.
Why didn't you tell us that there were people in the basement?
Because Claire asked me not to. She wanted her people to remain safe.
And why would our people be afraid of you then?
They're not afraid of me.
Why would they need to be safe from you?
I didn't say they needed to be safe from me.
Why did they need to be safe from us?
Because when I told her that I was meeting with a friend who's Gangrel, she asked who, and I gave your name. And she said, is she bringing her company? And I said, yes, most likely. I guess you guys are known to be associated?
I don't like this, Saoirse. This feels wrong.
It seems simple. You just see kind of a wicked smile on Alex's face. Toreadors are scared of us.
Let's just go to the alleyway.
How do you know the Toreador, Star?
As you guys are walking, she says, well, you remember that entity that I kind of got in trouble for dealing with?
I do.
Well, it was kind of for her. She was the one that had hired me for that.
Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't ask.
Yes, she's not
Nay.
as trustworthy as she looks, Saoirse.
Hmm. I thought she smelled of roses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's an ally to our kind. She's not going to hurt any of us unless provoked. Am I right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, to provoke me would take quite a bit. I really think harm would only come to any of you in my own defense.
That's what I mean. She wouldn't outright attack anyone.
Why don't you lead the charge, Star? Me and Alex will stay at the back and Saoirse can stay at the middle.
Okay. And she starts walking out ahead.
Saoirse lets her walk ahead but stays relatively close to her, a few paces back.
Sasha just turns and nods her head at Alex, kind of keep basically Sasha's deliberately putting distance between the two of them.
Roses. I don't like the smell of roses.
And you see Star walking out ahead, sipping her coffee as she goes. And she makes a turn down the alleyway that leads to the back of the bowling alley. And you guys see the sheriff walking in from the other end of the alley.
Here we go.
Saoirse catches up to Star. Evening, Sheriff.
Good evening. And Star kind of turns her head towards you.
Saoirse gives her a little bit of a look as if to say, am I seeing what you're seeing or no?
Well, seeing as she doesn't know what you're seeing, she doesn't know if what she's seeing is what you're seeing. How? And I think that this moment of tension, as they're about to discover whether this truly is the sheriff or not, is an excellent place to stop.